Let's start with the big one. New images of 3I Atlas just dropped again, and even though the object is fading, the structure is still surprisingly clean. The anti-tail hasn't fully vanished, and the central glow remains tight and compact across today's captures from Thailand and Italy. What stands out this time isn't brightness or flare, it's stability. Even as the object gets dimmer, the core refuses to smear out the way most diffuse envelopes do at this stage. Instead of softening into a cloud, we're still seeing a dense, well-defined center and the faint hint of that same directional outflow we've been tracking all week. And here's the important part. These aren't massive observatories. These frames came from small scopes, modest optics, and fast exposures. Yet the geometry hangs together. The center stays sharp, the axis stays aligned, and the forward structure still shows up, even in short stacks. That alone tells us there's still real structure worth watching as 3I Atlas moves toward its closest approach later this month. Now here's the part that barely anyone is talking about, and it deserves way more attention than it's getting. Astronomers just announced the discovery of 53 massive quasar jets, colossal beams of energy blasting out of black holes in the early universe. Some of these jets stretch 50 times wider than our entire Milky Way. Let that sink in for a second. These aren't small structures. These are cosmic-scale engines firing across millions of light years, so bright and so powerful that we can still detect them billions of years later. What caught scientists off guard is how wide these jets are. They're not thin beams, they're massive, expanded structures, like cosmic fire hoses spreading across intergalactic space. And many of them appear distorted, curved, or twisted, meaning the black holes powering them aren't just sitting still. They're moving, wobbling, or interacting with their environments in ways we don't fully understand. Why does this matter for us? Because these jets help reveal how galaxies evolve, how magnetic fields stretch across the universe, and how early black holes shaped the cosmic web. And it's wild that this discovery arrives the same week we're tracking strange jet behavior from an interstellar object right here in our own backyard. Different scale, totally different physics, but the coincidence of timing is impossible not to notice. Now let's look at what the sky itself is doing this month, because December is stacked with things worth watching. The first big one is happening on December 19th. That's when 3I Atlas makes its closest approach to Earth. It's still incredibly far, more than 170 million miles away, but this window gives skywatchers the best chance to pick it up before it fades for good. If you want to try, look toward the east-northeast in the pre-dawn hours, right under Regulus in the constellation Leo. You'll need a decent telescope, at least a 30-centimeter aperture, but the timing is right. Then there's the Geminid meteor shower, one of the brightest of the year. It peaks on the nights of December 13th and 14th, and under dark skies you can see well over 100 meteors an hour. These meteors are sharp, fast, and often colorful, which makes this shower a favorite for a lot of observers. And one more to mark on the calendar. On December 7th, the Moon and Jupiter slide in close for a clean conjunction. From our point of view, they'll look almost side by side in the eastern sky just after sunset. A simple event, but a really nice one to catch with binoculars or a phone camera. December is busy. Between meteor storms, planetary pair-ups, and 3I Atlas's closest pass, this whole month is a good excuse to step outside and look up. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every one. If this breakdown helped, hit like. And if you want the next update the moment the new images land, make sure you're subscribed. Stay curious.